What's up, guys? I hope you guys are doing well. So today is finally the day that I will be installing some new coilovers. So let's check it out. So when I purchased the car, it already came with an aftermarket coilover. I don't know too much about the brand or the condition of the coilover. The ride quality was okay, but there's left a lot to be desired. So hence why I got a new set of coilover, and hopefully that will make the ride quality a lot better in terms of handling as well. So just a quick tip on this job, doing a little bit of research online, they recommend removing these two bolts from the upper control arm, and then to also remove this nut from the ABS line. This one here, there's one under here, and then there's one more under here. That should give you clearance to kind of swing the upper control arm to the side, so that way you can easily remove the coilover. Alright, so once I have the upper control arm bolt removed, all you have to do is just take the upper control arm out and then just swing it to the side, and then that should give you plenty of space to take the coilover. So what I'm going to do is take the 7mm bolt underneath and then two top bolt, and then I should be able to easily remove this. So I got the old coilover out. The brand is Stan. Don't know too much about this brand, but I think back in the day, from just a quick research, it was pretty popular. And here's the new one. Alright, for side comparison, the Öhlins seems to be a little bit longer, so I'm pretty sure the height is going to be a little bit higher. But I'm going to install this first, and then we can adjust the height once we have installed on the car. So I got the coilover in. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to put everything back. I'm not going to torque everything yet. I'm going to put the wheel back on, check the car height, and see if that's the height I want to stay with. Okay, so I have lowered the car, and as you can see, the height is not too bad. I mean, it's a decent drop, but what I was running before was, I think, maybe a 1 finger gap. So what I'm going to do is adjust the height just a little bit and kind of close this gap just ever so slightly, and to make it look a little bit more flush with the rest of the fender. But overall, it doesn't look too bad. So I finally managed to adjust the height of the coilover, and it sits pretty flush with the fender. So what I'm going to do is take off the wheel, torque all the bolt back, and then put the wheel back on, and then we can go ahead and start in the back. Got my little helper today. Emmy, can you say hi?
Bye.
Hi.
Yeah.
Emmy.
Bye.
Hi. Emmy. Emmy.
A shy girl.
Okay, so I got the old rear one out, and here's the new one. Look like to be a little bit higher. So again, I'll put this in and then adjust the height to what I want, and then we should all be set to go. Alright, so I finally got all the coilover installed. It was extremely hard. I don't recommend do it by yourself. Have a second person to help you out. It took a lot longer than anticipated. I even found out that the driver rear lower bolt was stripped. So luckily I was able to go to a local Honda shop, and they have extra spare bolt laying around. It wasn't exactly S2000 bolt, but it was one close enough for me to use. But I managed to get that situated, and it's all fixed now. So what I'm going to do next is go and get an alignment, and we should be all set. Also, I forgot to mention, I did adjust the height for all front and rear. The stock height on the Öhlins were actually like 3 finger gaps, so it was pretty high. So from the bottom up to this fender, it was about like 26 inches. The front stock was like 25, but I also lowered this as well So now it sit a lot more flush with the fender.